Hi, I'm Samantha Lynn Taylor, and I'm a writer and a poet. And in honor of World AIDS Day, I will be reciting a spoken word piece that I wrote about two characters who are going through a painful transitional period. And due to love and unity, they basically are able to get through it together. So here's the story. This spoken word piece is about a couple named Lara and Florence, and Lara and Florence are part of the LGBTQ plus community. Lara is a trans woman who recently went through gender reassignment surgery, taking the next steps into her new life as a woman, a rebirth. Florence is a cisgender man who just discovered shortly after the doctor's visit that he has been living with HIV and isn't quite sure how long he has been living with this illness and how he would tell Lara. Seeing that they haven't ventured into a sexual relationship yet over the course of their 9-month union together, they had agreed that once Laura recovered from her surgery and was ready, that they would take the next step together. Florence, while receiving this news, tries to remain calm and reminds himself that there was a moment when Laura saved him from a time in his life when he needed much guidance. Due to their shared love, they go through two different emotional and painful journeys that force them to confront death and rebirth. This piece is called Before the Night is Over, October 26, 1999. A letter from Florence P. Anderson to Lara Velez. I might run out of ways to tell you that my body is slowly but savagely attacking itself. My white blood cells are being killed off. The night you made lasagna, I felt the war inside and knew something was off. As I waited outside the doctor's office, awaiting results, all I could remember was your smile. Apron swinging to the side as you hoisted the tray up from the oven, a sure delight awaiting for us in a few short slices. Seeing the red tomato sauce oozing from each press, and remembering the sight of my blood being drawn by a needle, a pinch, pulling red into secure vials. Near markings of where I once pushed a piece of heaven and hell to find the joys in life that you now bring. Do you remember when you saved me? I should have listened to my body. I thought that the symptoms of recovery were that of sobriety. But never did I think to check to see if the needles left its own pieces of my undoing. There is a sound of fading calls, voices in the waiting room, and the rush of drowning water when the doctor calls you in to tell you you are positive. That the red blood that runs through your body is filled with diagnosis for life. How do I tell you that I'm dying when you have just been granted an opportunity for rebirth, a new lease on life? On the eve of our intimate celebration, you make our favorite, lasagna. Popping open a bottle of red wine, dark liquid filling the glass, slow music and candles to set the mood. You have recovered, ready to take the next step for us. For me, I shake, afraid to tell you that my life and possibly ours will be changed forever. Before the night is over, I want to hold your hand and tell you the truth. Before the night is over, I want to tell you I love you. Before the night is over, you'll tell me that it's going to be okay and seal this promise with a kiss to the forehead. Laura, of course, responds when she finds his letter. A year later, October 26, 2000, a letter from Lara Velez to Florence P. Anderson. It had been a year, my love. A year to carry the world on your shoulders. I'll share some of that weight with you. When you went through your own changes, I had gone through mine, and you held my hand lovingly. A transition that was both painful physically and emotionally. I watched as this disease affected you physically and emotionally. But you're pushing through. Fighting with a fist of fury, a heart of passion. And I will do the same with you. Our paths, although very different, hold similar emotions and can be quite painful. Keep holding my hand and don't let go. We walk together always. Thank you for listening.